Greetings. Welcome to week 12 of Western World Literature. I hope everybody is doing okay, hanging in there. We're kind of in the home stretch. This week, there's a few reading assignments. I want you to take a look at Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. And really, that means three things: the general prologue, where he kind of introduces all the characters. And then I also want you to focus on the Miller's Tale and the prologue to the Miller's Tale, which I've posted. I'll show you in a minute. And the other reading for this week is a PDF I created from our book. It's an excerpt from the letter from the God of Love by Christine de Pizan. You have two discussion posts due this week, both on Thursday, and they're, I believe they're both. Well, yeah, I'll open those in a minute and let you take a look at them. One is a study guide for Chaucer's work, and the second is a discussion question that I'd like you to respond to. Keep in mind, again, the criteria for the discussion post. The second one here, I'm looking for you to use a quote from the text in some way to answer the question, and also I'd like your response to be 300 words. And then by Friday, if you could, please look back at your classmates, as we've been doing in the last few weeks, and just try to reply to two of your classmates' posts. So if you go here at week 12, all this is laid out right here, but you can click on this. I also created two lectures here, which you can take a look at that kind of go over the reading. Some of them might be helpful for answering the questions, especially the Chaucer study guide questions. But I'm sorry that I couldn't fit them all into one 15-minute lecture. So I have a 15-minute lecture here on Chaucer, and then a shorter lecture on Christine de Pizan. The readings are linked here. There's a PowerPoint that I go over in both of these that I also posted. This is the Pizan reading. The Chaucer I had to kind of break up into three different readings because I couldn't really find a good comprehensive modern English translation. So the Canterbury Tales prologue is right here. The Miller's Tale modern translation is here, and that includes the prologue to the Miller's Tale. Here's the discussion post for the Chaucer reading, and then I basically want you to answer one of these questions. First, compare or contrast the framing narratives between the prologue and the Canterbury Tales. How do these framing narratives suggest the readers should approach the stories themselves? Be sure to refer to specific passages. Or you can compare and contrast a story or a character from the Decameron with the Canterbury Tales. Again, we're just focusing on the Miller's Tale, but maybe you could compare that story or a character in that story to one of the stories we read in the Decameron. After reading Christine de Pizan's letter from the God of Love, explain how Pizan might read either Boccaccio or Chaucer. Would she have praised these authors for the way they portray women, or would she have ridiculed them for their portrayal? And I go over that a little bit in the lecture that I posted this week. And finally, make an argument for why the Decameron is an important text to read in 2020 during the COVID-19 epidemic. Do you think Boccaccio would have advocated for some of the methods for social distancing that we are currently engaged in? So that's a way to kind of think about the relevance of what we're reading. I have one last announcement here. There are a couple things I want to go over.
Oscar, where's Oscar?
Yeah, one last announcement here is that the last day of class for us is for the semester is April 27th. And this is also the last day I'm going to accept any late or missing work. I know some people are trying to get some work into me, and that's fine. And I'm being very flexible with deadlines because I know that things are the world is crazy right now, and everybody's lives are mixed up. But I do, if I'm going to submit my grades on time, I do need to make sure that I have time to look at all the assignments that I still need to look at and grade the exams on time. So I'm saying Monday, 4/27 is going to be the last day to turn in anything that's not the exam that you still owe me. I also I'm still working on grading your essays. I hope to get that done early this week. But please, you can go in and look at your grades on Blackboard. I will try to have them updated. Um, there's also going to be I've decided that the structure for the final exam is going to be a take home final exam. So I will make that live on Monday, April 27th, and it will then be due during our final exam period. You can turn it in basically anytime between then and Tuesday, May 5th at 1 p.m., which is when our final exam was going to be scheduled for. And I also just want to clarify that it's going to be set up exactly like the midterm was. There's going to be a 10 multiple choice, 10 short answer, and then 5 like passage identifications where you need to like a little write a little bit about how the identify the plot of the passage and then talk about some themes. I will post a review hopefully by next weekend, that goes over the passage identification portion of the exam. But I'm not, because it's a take home exam, I'm not going to post like a Kahoot review that goes over all the answers again. My logic here is that um, if you have, over a week to take this exam, you should have the time to kind of look up the answers that you feel unsure about. Um, so I think that's one of the benefits of a take home exam. Um, Again, I will clarify this and kind of give you a better rundown of what the exam is going to look like next week, once I have it figured out a little bit more. But I did just want to kind of give let you guys know what I was thinking about, put this on your radar, um, so that you're aware of kind of how I'm planning to end the semester. Um, okay, yeah, I think that's it for this week. So, good luck. Take your time with the readings. I hope you enjoy reading Chaucer and Christine de Pizan this week. Um, and again, I hope to have your essays graded shortly. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. And I hope you guys are hanging in there. I hope you're doing well. Take it easy until next time. Thank you.